one more map, they're switching to an S&D map as well. So should be pretty interesting, but we're kicking things off here. Sydney Dingoes, Manitoba Mallards, Teamwork. Let's get it, baby. That's not great. My boy Teamwork is gone. Internet dunzo. But, I mean, we got a nice bronze matchup, so P1 is going to be mixy as it gets. So we're going to see, I mean, shout out Tony sending it in there with the Jackal. Not going to get too much with that, but his teammates trying to see what they can to get that P2 side of the map control. But Defiant and Lattice, something like that, is absolutely cooking up top as he goes down, though. But Sydney Dingoes trying to still fight for this P1. They got to try to maintain that P2 control. Got to be careful because Manitoba, they've got a couple players in the area ready to go. But they'll grab that last 15 seconds or so on the P1, so nothing too bad there. I mean, actually, they're not going to grab the time at all because Manitoba's going to pick up the kill. Shout out Manitoba. They've got some... They had a weird split spawn going on there for a second. Paid off for them because they got the kills they needed. Now have that P2 side control. Sydney Dingoes have to try to break in. They're going to have to go through Polar, and Polar isn't going to make that too easy. There's the Sydney Dingoes here. Just trying to break in one at a time. Not working out too well, but now we got Helpa. Must be an Australian with a name like that. See if he can absolutely pop off with this thing right here. The aim's in hand. Does pick up one, looking for more, but Manitoba falling pretty quick here as the teammates over on Sydney Dingoes make some big moves, but Defiant tries to push on in, gets taken down. Reactions, making some nice plays right there. 6-1 currently to start this one out. Trying to get some of his first bit of time in this hill. Doing a good job there, but the hop-up comes in. He picks up one, picks up two nice, easy kills. Goes for the third. Almost gets the third. His teammate is going to clean up right there. That would have been absolutely nuts. Elfie Solomons is going to get himself taken down. Defiant and Co. Going to get back on this time. 13 seconds left, so the rotation in the kitchen should be coming in here very soon. Both these teams doing a great job just staying 1 for 1. I mean, Poncha, I mean, let's calm it down here. But we see a lot of pistol action these days here in the CRL and obviously the CDL as well. But moving on over to the kitchen. Sydney Dingoes going to be the first ones there. My boy Teamwork is back and he's ready to cook.
Yeah, somebody kicked the router in my house. It just went down for a little bit, but we are right back in it. So first impressions of the map so far, CNK, this is a bang out. These guys are getting busy here on P3, and it's looking like the Manitoba Mallards are going to control the good side of the spawns here. They're also cutting the map rather well here. This number 2 Polar gets a couple big kills instantly traded. That's going to just spread that out just a little bit more, and they need to get back in here. They can't allow the Dingoes to push through this hill.
They got to be careful. I mean, these Dingoes, I tell you what, the guy I'm looking for over there to fuck, hey, they keep popping off. Poncho. Because Poncho, he had a really nice 3-piece actually earlier on that P2, but we'll see if we can get some more out of him. He's pretty good with this submachine gun here. And it's diamond. I mean, whenever you see someone with a diamond skin in this game, you know they're putting in the time, right? Now, a lot of people do have it. Obviously, it's a lot more fun in this game to get camos than a lot of previous games, but still grinding out. Elfie, his teammate, also going to have that. But look at this push coming into this P4 right now. Kind of a split push coming from multiple different angles. They pick up a lot of those kills. One player left alive. He's behind that tub-a-dub-dub. Tony, though, staying alive for his team, waiting for the teammates to get pushed back up. Timing-wise, does end up going down. His teammates really nowhere near as of yet. They're getting taken down over towards the kitchen. And I'll tell you what, Teamwork right now. See, they go set up to get some decent time here.
They really are. They did such a great job of breaking through the middle of the map there, and Tony's going to get a big kill off the time there, and that's the Mallards right back into the hill. And it's just a little too late there for the Dingoes to try and set up a decent hold, as you only got 10 seconds or so left on this hard point. You kind of got to chalk it up and set up for this P1 here. And it's just such a good job out of the Mallards to get back in it, because I was just about to say that they did a really good job of holding those spawns, chaining that P3, P2. But the Dingoes were able to just break through mid-map and split off 10 seconds or so there. So it could have gone better for them, but at least you're able to interrupt some of that time here. As Polar's going to slide in, but gets picked up by Alfie. Alfie's traded out as well, and it is just chaos in middle map.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what we expect to see in a bronze match, but I tell you what, the Manitoba Mallards, so far, what I've seen from them, is they might be the best breaking team I've ever seen in the history of the Bronze League. I don't know what it is. They lose these hills very quickly when they get control, but man, do they know how to break them right back open and get that 15 seconds of time back in their favor. It's actually kind of wild. So we'll see if they can do it again here on this P1, because we're going to have to see them do it again. Poncho, though, cleaning up top, picks up 2 kills once again. The guy's a multi-kill god at the moment. 17 and 12, cooking for his teammates. And He's going to keep on moving. But guess what? Polar already trying to rotate to that P2 side of the map. Does get taken down, but it's going to make Sydney Dingoes have to try to look around a little bit, make sure they pay attention. As a couple players push through that back kitchen, going to make their way up towards side platform. Reaction spots one of them out, takes him down, calls out to his teammates, lets them know what's going on. Sydney Dingoes now finally starting to gain a little bit of a lead, and they've got the cleanup kills they needed. A couple players pushing from piano, but the time looking like it's going to go very much so in favor of Sydney.
Very much indeed. You just got reactions and Alfie just running amok all around the outside of this hill, and ooh, little slip and slide out of Helpa there, able to pick up Tony, and that is going to be the Dingoes just continuing to lock down this hard point here. They've actually kind of walked away with a little bit of a lead here, CNK, but we can see things change at the drop of a hat. And speaking of, Tony's in there dropping hats all over the place. Does get traded out by Helpa with a big two-piece, and the Dingoes are right back in. Just a little bit of scrap to go here, and we set up for another P3, which was so big for the Mallards earlier. We'll have to see if they can find their way back into this on that hill.
Shout out to Manitoba Mallards. I mean, shout out Reaction. The guy's 25 and 11, still kind of cooking mid-map with that AR. Gets some team help. Does get taken down, but that player's traded out immediately. Now, Manitoba going to need a big break on this P3. So the push coming in. Nola looking for him to make a big move right now. Picks up one. Oh, gets the second as well. Does go down as well as the teammates. Polar, though, I mean, a lot of trades back and forth overall in favor of the Sydney Dingoes, though. Manitoba doing a good job just kind of keep that checkerboard going. They get the spawns they kind of want as well. Spawning towards that P4 side of the map. They get the P3 control. They get the kills. Just like that, time in their favor. 30 seconds left, which could be massive time. Definitely a hard hill to gain this time on. So we'll see if they can do just that. But Sydney Dingoes, once again, on this flank. Watch out for Elfie Solomons, because guess what? He's going to pick up one. He's going for two. And any kill you get, not going to matter anymore. Okay, the pistol chow right there, kind of wild. You got to do what you got to do. And now
He's got the burner out.
I respect it. I respect it. We saw a lot of pistol action this last weekend.
Yeah, the pros just make it look entirely different here. And you can see somehow the Mallards were able to kind of break through the middle of the map there. And this is, Alfie's going to come right in through the front side here. They still have Nola to deal with in the back. He's got a couple players near him, but Alfie's going to pick him off from the hill. He's doing a great job of just soaking this up here. As the Dingoes are getting really close to that 200, but as I say, he gets picked up. A little bit of white time for now as Helpa's going to get right back in there and keep that progression moving. And Tony and crew have got to try and break in here, but I mean, the Dingoes have such a good hold here, and they are continuing to just kind of work these trades and keep the assembly line moving towards the outside of the hill. And you can see it's paying dividends for him here, CNK.
Sydney's doing such a good job just keeping constant pressure on Manitoba. But the biggest thing, though, Helpa staying alive, hiding behind that tub. I tell you what, that is impossible to kill that man right now. The Australian back there, I know he's got the least amount of kills on his team, but that guy is an impact. Goodbye reactions, just like Jim's. You ran right off the map. But Sydney Dingoes, 27 more points. They'll take this map one. Manitoba Mallards got to start playing a lot better if they want to try to win this one. Could be a little bit tricky, but they can do it. We've seen them break some hills and hold some time earlier in the game. We'll see if they can start doing it here. Tony with a nice first kill, just kind of keeping pressure on his side of the map, making sure his teammates are covered. Polar staying alive in this hill, doing a good job cooking up some time, but guess what? Elfie gets the kill, gets on the time. Plenty of time to win this one here if they want to. Gonna have to start clutching up some kills, though. Those ARs gonna have to start cooking over on Sydney. And I tell you what, kills wise, they are cooking.
They are in fact cooking. I mean, every single member on the team is very positive except for Helpa, who is in fact helping. But the Dingoes are now only 16, make that 15 points away from just kind of walking away with this here. The Mallards have to play picture perfect, and they can't even really afford to give up any of this scrap time. Polar knows the jig. He gets right in there. But now you got to find a way to not only hold this hill, but continue to hold it for 100 points.
We got the flood coming in from Manitoba Mallards. Gonna have to try to hold this time. 1-for-1 on the map, not gonna work out in the favor of Manitoba. Sydney Dingoes getting some nice kills, pushing on in here. Contested time right now. If you're Manitoba, you gotta be a little bit scared though. Some pushes coming in, both teams back and forth. The team kill comes in, not in favor of Manitoba, but not that big of a deal as of yet. Helpa though, ready to make a play. He's got a player spotted out, make it two, picks up one, gets some damage off. His teammates should be able to clean up. Never mind, as they're not there ready to push in. They were waiting outside. Must have been a little bit damaged. Didn't want to push in quite yet. Manitoba Mallards holding strong, doing a little bit of damage, but they're going to get taken out just like that. The break comes in. Elfie holding it down. Defiant from the spawn, trying to push on in. 3 seconds. This one's over. Misses the gunfight just like that. Sydney gonna take it. 250 to 179.
All right, the Dingoes finally able to edge out the Mallards there. And it seemed like it was so close up until the point it wasn't. And it really came down to that P3, P4 hold that we saw in that first rotation. That's where the Dingoes were able to kind of start mounting that lead. And then slowly, they just kept extending it out. And that's a 3-0 start for Alfie, too, with a good nade off the
That was
rip.
a god nade right there. Whew. No flag
Reactions
jack, just boom.
did team kill, but we'll give them the pass there. They ended up winning anyways.
Yeah, I mean,
Alfie's gonna be able to spot
away.
one.
What are you gonna do? Ooh, good work right there. Help it when he's alive. Does great work. Picks up the double kill. Turns out when you're not getting shot in the back by a teammate, Elfie with a nice sub kill as well. Could be a 1v4 for Defiant bomb down on the A objective in favor of Sydney Dingoes. He's gonna get pushed out towards middle, and just like that, he gets taken down. I think that was my boy Elfie Solomons as well again.
Homie had the rollerblades on, dude.
Yeah, I saw, dude. That's the movement, though. I tell you what, everyone's looking like Shotzi out here. You just do a little side slide, jump, boom. Defiant was like, where'd he go? Doesn't matter. You're dead. Kid, the AR bro didn't stand a chance there. It's not even his fault, man. Movement mechanic. What are you gonna do?
Alfie's 5-0 across 2 rounds, by the way.
Not half bad. I mean,
Cruise missile by round 3
2
is
and
kinda
1,
crazy.
and he got team killed round 1.
I mean, we're looking for him to maybe bang this nade again. Got the good
I know they
pop
got
here.
flag this time. They gotta have flag this time. You live and learn, right? Ooh, Poncho, first blood. I mean, Sydney Dingoes is rolling in the first bloods right now. 3 first bloods in a row. See how many they can get by the end of it. Helpa, though. Nice little flank. Doesn't see the guy on top of the truck. Don't blame him there. The guy on top of the truck did not hear or see him as well. Going to be engaging. Defiant, though. Going to get a nice trade. I say a trade, but killing the map. Polar with 1 as well. But Helpa in the back of the map picks up 1. Going to make it a 2v2. I'm going down the neck.
That's good work out of the Mallards. They're able to get Alfie's streak out of his hands. Helpa gonna do some big damage here. Picked up by reaction. 2v1 situation. The rock is on the floor, and Helpa's gonna be able to find Nola. And that's a quick 3-0 for the Sydney Dingoes here. And so far the shoot back game plan is not working out too well. We need to really see the Mallards try to pick it up here.
I'm telling you, man. Throw it on Tony Host. Just do it. I won't blame you. Please don't do that. That would be brutal. What the ping would be like. Oh, man. But so far, Sydney Dingoes looking phenomenal on the map. I mean, Elfie Solomon's popping off. Helpa also. I mean, Elfie's got 5. Helpa's got 4. Reactions has 2. I think Poncho's got 1. Yep. I mean, just doing a good job as a team. Poncho, though. Respect the knife, man. No nades coming in. They get the trophy down, though, on the bomb site. I love this. Plant the bomb right away. Get it down. That's what you're supposed to do. I mean, okay, Solomon's pop-off, baby. Going for another, but Defiant's going to take the kill there. Going to be a 3v3 on the map. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Someone just runs right into the down. Tony going for the defuse right off the map. This could be it right here. Get you on the back. The reactions reads it like a book. Polar 1v2. Sub in hand. Has to make it work. Picks up 1. Now going to be a 1v1. Reactions, though. Just watching that bomb. Knows he can play time. Sees the player on the bomb now. Polar now. Not a ton of time. Takes 7.5 seconds to defuse here. He's going for the route. He doesn't have time.
He's got to make it fast.
Go, go, go,
Oh,
go.
you better run. Get that pistol out. Go, 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 go.
Oh,
He got it. Oh, my
I think he
God.
got 7 right there. I think he's good.
Polar.
More than good.
All reactions had to do
Got like 8-1 or something. Peace.
was follow the damn train.
I said, I don't know if he's got enough time for this. Bro was like, I calculated it out. I got perfect time. And yes, he did. I mean, never will I doubt that man ever again. He's got wheels.
Yeah.
He went on a route right there. He was like, I got 17 seconds left. I'm going to take a route. It worked out.
Got to go fast.
You know, his teammates were like, what?
Oh, yeah. That is definitely a vibe shift for the side of Manitoba Mallards. Or you hope it is. Oh, and they get the first blood. This may be the momentum they needed. Kills the guy off the car.
Oh, if he went right there.
Polar's running amok.
Look at them. They're looking for him. They don't know where he went.
Towel.
I mean, he completely discombobulated them. They got no idea where Bro's at. Now it's going to be a 1v4 for Poncho. He makes it a 1v3 quick. Tries to get the nade off. Doesn't work out. Manitoba cleans up the round. Just like that, Manitoba right back in it on the back of Polar, by the way, who ran it down mid, picked up 2 kills right off the bat. And Tony cleaned up with the pistol. I mean, the Strider 22 is like probably like one of the most broken guns of all time as far as ammo capacity is concerned. 20 rounds for a competitive pistol is a little insane. But
Just let
it's
it
not like it does
sing.
the craziest damage, so it's not like that OP, but still. No, it is. But now
Yeah,
Polar, 4 streak of his own. Showing to Elfie Solomons, hey, if you don't die, you could look like this, brother.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep seeing them
Ooh.
put their money where their
Look at this
mouth
flank.
is
Look at the
here.
back of the map here. You're gonna have
Oh
Tony
yeah.
and his teammate Polar making a move. Polar on the flank right there. Nice little nade kill coming in. Tony on a massive flank. Polar gets taken down. 1 for 1, 1 for 1. This is a 2v2 on the map. Bomb down for Sydney Dingoes. Manitoba Mallards. Fine, have to make it the retake. One player. Oh, the stick comes in, but doesn't matter. He gets the kill anyway. Defiant gonna push on through. Gets the 1v1 there. But there's a player behind him in the pool who did not shoot, by the way. Shout out to LB. Does not give away the position. Knows. Oh, but the AR shreds him.
Oh my lord.
I mean, the
All
AR
right.
subcal down bottom vault. That's tough.
Defiant with the Uno reverse. Gonna get that defuse there, and that's 3 in a row for the Mallards.
I mean, you had 3 in a row to start for Sydney Dingoes, and Manitoba Mallards had equally as like impressive rounds in return, right? I mean, it's like doing a good job here. That 2v2 right there worked out great. I was a little worried when the first player went down. I was a little worried, but Manitoba pulls through. We are gonna have ourselves a nice little round 7 to make something happen here. Is Manitoba back on offense? This time they'll be ready for the nade once again, as that's going to come flying in. Never mind. Helper going to get another kill with that. Reactions with the kill as well. Now it's going to be a 2v4. Polar has to make the play.
Yeah, you know, I think each team is 100% on where round wins when they got the first blood so far. So could be huge here unless Polar goes nuclear. He does get traded out by Alfie, though. No bomb planted just yet.
Nade.
Defiant's got to go find that.
Ooh.
Oh, a crazy square up from Reactions.
Oh, he got punched in the
But
back.
he gets shot in the back.
I thought Reactions just absolutely shredded, bro. I was like, oh, move Reactions
With
up
the
a bit.
fadeaway.
I shooting like Dashy over here, but never mind. Elfie Solomon's like, how you doing?
That's just good work out of Alfie. I mean, you see how quick he reacts to that gunfight there. Not giving Defiant really a chance to breathe at all.
As soon as he heard this player was over here, he started hitting a flank. He was like, don't worry. I'll kill him for you. Reactions just like, I'm baiting. I'm baiting. Almost died, though. Ooh, would have been bad. But 4-3 now. As Sydney Dingoes are back in the lead.
Yeah.
Taking this one over towards B. Ooh, some nice shots on a Nola.
Nola's going to shit himself.
Gotta be careful. Helpa, though, does take him out. Nice little first blood there. The reach out sometimes not going to plan. But Poncho getting this bomb down. Manitoba going to have to hit a retake.
I like that variation out of the Dingoes quite a bit here. Defiant is able to find Reactions, so it's a great kill. It's going to set up shop in that top R area. Alfie is able to get Polar towards the middle of the map. You can see he takes that route towards the vault. And Tony and Defiant are just a little spread out here, CNK. They're going to have to work really well together to try and break this. Oh my. The balls on this kid.
Tony, okay, shout out Poncho. Poncho's like, my spidey senses are a-tingling. Oh, get this kill. Oh, never mind. What's any Dingoes? Gonna get another round.
Poncho's howling right now, bro. There's no way.
No, dude, Poncho has no idea how much time was even on that clock. For all Poncho knows, he just hopped in. He was like, what's bro doing over here? Like, dude, I just... You know, that's a terrible feeling, though, when you look over and you're like, oh, someone's defusing the bomb. You're like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Hey, we've seen it before. Someone well getting shot at. Like, literally one bullet from death diffuses the bomb. You never know how close that player is. Shout out to Tony, though, playing on like 150 ping. It's like, I'm just going to defuse the bomb.
I mean, sometimes, you know, you got to respect the check. Polar's going inside here. Ooh, able to find Helpa. He loves that route, bro. Getting lots of first bloods from there. Nola able to find Alfie as well. 4v2 situation here. The Mallards fighting for their lives. Tony's able to find Poncho. Reactions is all that's left, and he gets picked up. The Mallards Gonna go up 4-5 here. Now, this was a pure 5-3 situation. We all know how that goes, folks.
I mean, Defiant's popping off now. Had a rough start to the map, 11-7. I mean, everyone on Manitoba really having a good time now. Started out a little rough, but the person really to look for on this Manitoba side, it just seems to be Polar, right? Every time Polar kind of breaks through, hits a little route right off the bat, and kind of breaks the line open, he just seems to make a play for the team, right? He picks up 1 or 2 kills, kind of just throws Sydney Dingoes into a little bit of chaos and helps his team win the round. So Polar always that player we're gonna have to pay attention to here. But Sydney Dingoes on that game point though, so they got to be nice and careful here. They want to win this one. They don't want to bring it to around 11 and give Manitoba a chance to win this. But Tony getting the flank real quick could be big. Never mind. Alfie Solomon's gonna read that one like a book. 12-5 now on the map. Nice kill there. Polar has to make the move to get his first kill down below. Does not get it. Alpha wins it, but Nola gets the trade. Does get some damage off on the second player. Just like that, Sydney wipes out the last 2 players. They win the round. They win the map. They go up 2-0 in the series. Quick little 6-4 S&D.
That's just a textbook round of search and destroy there. They go back to the bread and butter. Let's just hit out A. We're going to work our trades, make them hit us. And Alfie does a great job of just picking up that.
But the problem is Destin just plays too much. He's willing to invest into every single pre-mid and mix season. And all he's got to do is go about 500. That's it. If he gets 50% map win, like, he's good to go. Here we go. Hacienda control on the way. Sydney Dingo starting out with the first kill. Nice little trade on the map, though. And so Mallard's going to even things out a little bit. 2 for 2 right there. Nothing too crazy. The B point's starting to be captured. That's going to be Tony, the high ping warrior, trying to get it done. The aims in this situation on high ping doesn't sound too promising. Never mind. Reaction does go down. Poncho, though, trying to clean up.
It looks like the Dingoes may have over-adjusted a little bit here. We'll have to see how these kills go out, but they all flooded over there towards Tony at the B site and allowed the Mallards to just flood right through rock, right through the middle of the map, and it's worked out for a couple ticks for him so far. Yeah, his reaction's able to jump in. Defiant left alone on the hill, but I mean, that's 2 ticks basically for free there. You're going to have to regain a little bit of map control, but the Mallards had a pretty okay start with the lives being as close as they are.
Yeah, I think Manitoba's doing a great job right now. They're getting some kills on the map. They're creating some space for themselves. I mean, we'll see how this goes. I mean, they're kind of throwing Sydney Dingoes through a loop a little bit about where they actually are. So they're doing a great job here. They're getting some constant time. The spawn waves are always in for them, it feels like here. I say that as they finally all 4 go down, have to hit a new spawn wave. But see how the breakout goes here as Alfie Solomon's over towards Rock. Picks up that first kill, going to make things for Manitoba a little bit harder. So Polar now, the player that has to make the play to break things open here is Tony. Doing a great job. If he's actually from the UK and is playing on that like 100+ thing, he's actually doing pretty good for that, to be honest.
You got to tip it. Guys leading the frags for his team at the moment here with some nice shots from Defiant. It's going to open the map up a little bit. Nola found Alfie as well. You can see all those green arrows flooding towards that A objective. They really want to ice out this tick here. The big gunfight. Poncho able to edge Tony out there as that kill feed lights up blue, and it is looking like a full reset here for the Manitoba Mallards as they're just constantly spawning over towards that Lamborghini kind of P4 area. And as the clock begins to tick away here, I mean, it's not over till it's over, but it's getting close to being over. He's got to touch the hill. Tony, the nice pre-fires. Oh, lick a wall, Tony.
He's going to turn on him. Tony's like, I need some help over here. Just like that, Sydney Dingoes do end up winning the round. But, I mean, if you're Manitoba, you're not too upset with getting those first 2 ticks, right? Like, at all. Use a little bit of the distraction ability, and you got things turned up pretty good.
Yeah, it just seemed like it was so... I mean, once again, just an inch away from greatness are the Manitoba Mallards. Like, they were able to really take advantage of the positioning from the side of the Dingoes and get those 2 ticks really early, but from there wasn't able to really convert. The one moment that it looked like, we got a couple guys around the hill, might be able to get in there, Poncho and Alfie just clutched up and got a couple big kills, and that's just how you lose your attacking round on Hacienda here. But now on the side of the defense, Mallards may be able to get something going here, and it's looking like the Dingoes are going to opt to go right to B.
Ooh, I like it, but guess what? Nola, he's going to be over here. He picks up that first kill, waiting for a few more. One going to be on the other side of the fence. Got to be careful here. Goes for that gunfight. Poncho going to win that. Polar, though, nice little cleanup before getting cleaned up by reactions. Bobby Solomon's up. Going to get a nice kill towards the middle of the map. I mean, Defiant. Those window shots are always just like, oh, you think you're on the hill? You think it's a free game? Then Defiant hits the reload and still gets the kill. Alfie Solomons did not see that one coming, but Helpa, he picks up 2. So just going to slow things down a little bit so Manitoba doesn't just immediately get something going here. I mean, sorry, can't prevent something from going. So Sydney Dingoes, though, trying to play this offense here, but Manitoba overall doing a pretty decent job here on defense. So they got to do a little better job getting these guys to push back out.
Yeah, you know, there's only 44 seconds left on the clock, and the Dingoes have just barely sniffed any hills, but they're currently getting a good whiff of B right now. They've almost got that full tick. Polar able to slide through with his life, gonna try to maybe cut off some spawners, but he's got to help his team towards the backside here. Nola and Defiant able to get 2 giant kills. Got to stay alive here, Nola. You got Alfie finding some 2 pieces as well. He's gonna keep that pressure towards the B side of the map as the Dingoes are gonna just flow right into A here. 30 seconds on the clock. They got a cap here.
They do have 1 tick on B. They're about to have a tick on A as well. So they're going to be tied in ticks with Manitoba here at 2. We'll see if they can get a few more on the board. Maybe extend that timeout. Polar did not want to send that one. Watching those spawn back. But Help on reaction, get some kills. Help on try to take out Nola with the pistol. Doesn't quite work out, but does hit the reload now. So it's probably going to have a chance here. But Nola just trying to hit those nice wall shots. We'll see if it happens. The 8 point getting captured pretty quick here. I mean, they get the kills they need. They're on the time. Poncho's popping off. A's gone. B's being capped by Helpa. He gets the kill as well, just like that. This offense might be over. No one here to stop this one. And just like that, Manitoba Mallards, they're going to get themselves back on offense, down 2-0.
It just seems like Helpa was just unkillable behind that wall over there.
Hey, man,
little awkward engagement. But yeah, they win the offense here, and it's going to put the Mallards in a pretty sticky situation, as they're going to have to try and find a way to put together an attacking round here on Hacienda, which is easier said than done. But you just got the blueprint from the Dingoes, so you know, just win all your gunfights and stack it up. That's the game plan.
Stack the point. Word to James. Alrighty, knife flip once again. Nola gonna take the team on in here. As the Manitoba Mallards on offense, down 2-0 in the series, 2-0 on the map. Must win this round. Get every single tick possible as well if they can. Alfie Solomons, though. Ooh, they lose track of them. Not good. Final picks up 1, looking for a 3rd on the round. The Polar picks up 1 there, does get taken. Whew, get some nice shots off there, actually, at the end. Does a little bit of damage. Nola now could have an opportunity to maybe slow things up a little bit before Helpa does get the kill there. And Sydney Dingoes doing a great job here. They get the kills they need. They just got to push these players right back in again. But Manitoba Mallards pick up 2 kills, maybe a chance to get something going. His number 2 player, only 1 left alive, pushed up. Now, maybe going to go for some spawn kills here. Does pick up 1. This is going to force Sydney Dingoes to probably push back here. Pay attention to players in their spawn.
Yeah, it's a big kill from Polar as well to just keep that pressure on. Defiant finding another one, just being everything for his team right now. Just keeping things hectic, not really allowing the Dingoes to set up too strong of a defense. But unfortunately, the Mallards have just not been able to capitalize on the chaos here, as they've only have about 27 seconds left and no tick progression to be found. Tony is able to get in, got the clock stopped at 20, but he's immediately traded out, and the trades are going to continue to fire out here, and it is Helpa with a big 2-piece to ice him off the hill here. This may be the last chance.
The Australian absolutely carrying the team right now in this control. 15-6, if that's the real stat. You know how these scoreboards can be these days. You know, those young whippersnappers fudge the numbers. But Alfie Solomons still doing his thing. He's been doing it all day with the sub. I mean, look at him go. Pistol out now. He's like, hey, chow me. What are you going to do? Dead. You just yell that in chat. Just dead. You know, it's nice and simple. But just like that, Sydney Dingoes, they win the game on a 3-0 to take the series in a 3-0 fashion. And just like that, the Sydney Dingoes are going to move to 3-0 on the season. You win 3-0 in the control, 3-0 in the series, and move to 3-0. I mean, a lot of threes today. A lot of threes.
Come on. It's your lucky number. Good things do in fact come in threes. The Dingo's gonna